Hey there everybody, and I decided that I was going to make a video telling you guys a little bit more about why I wanted to be a VTuber, or how I ended up getting my VTuber model and that process, and even talking about why my character is designed the way that it is. And to start off, I'll go ahead and tell you that I like the idea of having a VTuber because one, my hair stays perfectly nice and neat even whenever I move it side to side. I like the idea of the technology that it brings to the table. I like that my chat can interact with my model and that I can do crazy cool effects and facial expressions like this. But uh, it's one of the things that I thought was really cool. And whenever I first saw VTuber, I was just like, yeah, that's how YouTubing should be. So I really like the idea of VTubing. Plus, I get to have a super awesome, cool room that all you guys can see, and that's pretty awesome too. Now, my character design actually comes from Gachakuda, and I actually referenced that off in the previous video that I made. The one where I'm telling everybody that they should read or watch Gachakuda, the anime that's coming out July 2025. Please watch it. Everybody watch it. We should all watch it. We should group watch it. Anyway, uh, the character that my model is based off of is named Jabber, and I'll post a video or a clip what he looks like over here to the side. But as you can see, I've got like the same kind of clothing type, and here I'll back up just a little bit so then you guys can see my full model. Let me stand in my chair for a second here. But you can kind of see over here that I kind of matched the way that he is, and I really liked him because one, his hairstyle was very similar to how mine is in real life, having dreads and everything. I liked the clothing that he wore because it reminded me of the wasteland area that they reside in, but it's also kind of like he's a scavenger. Even though I'm told that I look like Jack Sparrow, but that's a problem for a whole nother day. Now, I plan on getting a different wardrobe eventually, not soon, but eventually I'll have more of a wardrobe so I can show you guys how I look at outside of these scavenger clothes that I happen to have picked up. Uh, Now, this is probably going to be the longer part of the video because I'll be telling you guys about how I actually ended up getting my model. I ended up going to Fiverr, and whenever I went to Fiverr, I went through, no joke, probably like 20 different artists talking about what I wanted, and then the first time that I ended up getting a VTuber, it was actually just an illustration. It wasn't even an actual usable model. It had no rigging. It had no way to do anything. It was emotionless. Like, it couldn't move its hair like I can. It can't change its head from one side to the other. It can't blink its eyes. It can't even take off its shades. But I really did appreciate the art that I got. He wanted me to pay another $80 to $70 after I had already paid $165 in order for the model to be animated and rigged. But I decided no, I'm not gonna do that. That's just not worth it. So what I did do was I ended up going and getting another artist on Fiverr. I showed them exactly the character position that I wanted in. I made a mistake the first time in showing them a weird hunched over position, one that probably wouldn't be suitable for making a full body design or making a half body design. So after I showed him the correct photo, he illustrated a 2D version of it, made sure that the sketch was perfect. After he made the sketch perfect, he then introduced some colors to make sure that the color scheme was perfect. I thought about going more purple, but I didn't really want to bother him because, and the artist's name is Ophelia. Thank you so much, Ophelia, if you ever end up watching this. But they created the model After they create them all, then they finally rigged it so then it could move and everything was perfect. They gave me four free expressions. I'm sorry, and it gave me one free emote for a channel that I look forward to using eventually. I think altogether my model was 360. $300 for the body, the sketching, and the rigging, and $60 for a premium express fee because I wanted it quicker than usual. Uh, and I know I'm such a jerk. I'm a dirtbag. I just could not wait until I had my hands on this model. So once I finally had somebody who I knew I could pay extra for an express fee, I was like, oh yeah, this is happening, buddy. I'm paying extra for it. So that's the style of my uh, character, and I'll jump more into detail about how I found my artist and everything. I've made a video on my previous channel about how to look for artists and things that you can do to make sure that this doesn't happen to you whenever you go to get an artwork and you don't get taken advantage of. Not that I was taken advantage of, it was totally my fault. Totally my fault. Totally mine. I take complete blame. But it's uh it's definitely a journey that I'm looking forward to making, being a VTuber, bringing in exciting content, or just chatting with the stream. And yeah, this is my character model. Uh, I would recommend that if anybody's just starting out, they probably start out with like 500 600 $300 to $600 depending on what artist and what application you're going to use. I would recommend using VGen or Fiverr. VGen is more centered around VTubers, so if you do have and go through their portfolio. VGen has a portfolio that you can go through of all their previous work, and you can really figure out somebody who's doing a design that you like. I happen to get lucky, and I got somebody who could do hair perfect. I got somebody who could do breeding of my character. They really brought this character to life, and I've really, really been grateful to have them work on it as well as they did. But that's enough of me rambling and babbling and talking to you guys. I'm going to let you guys go and find some more content to jump into. And thanks for listening to me talk. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.